ChatGPT versus Claude. I forced both AIs to make a version of Frogger for our recent web agency summit where we got rid of the boring booths for an arcade experience. I created over 15 games total and I want to show you how I did it and which AI came out on top. And for this comparison, we're running with Opus 4.8 and ChatGPT 5.5. I started by asking ChatGPT to write me a very detailed prompt for Frogger. I want to use this as a base so I can put my own spin on it. This looks really good already. I like that it included things like controls, fail states, and accessibility, so great thinking, ChatGPT. And because our main audience is web designers, I thought it would be so funny to change the main character from a frog to a starving agency owner. I was also thinking about the plot. Now, I can't remember why in the original game the frog was crossing the street, and I know it's an arcade experience, so it's not that deep, but I had a pretty good idea. And no, he didn't get a bunch of weird client emails and now he's running out in the traffic. I know this is a little bit cliche, but maybe he's been working all day and he's crossing the street to get some coffee, so let's run with it. I also gave it some quick branding info. It's been forever since I played the original Frogger, so I just wanted to make sure it looked visually pretty cool. So I made these changes to the prompt, included some guardrails, and shipped it off. And now we wait.
A few moments later.
Here's attempt number 1 by ChatGPT, and right off the bat, there's a few red flags. I didn't follow any of the branding instructions. The cars don't really look like cars, and I'm not sure why I look like an emoji, but let's get into it. I've been staring at the same homepage for 6 hours. The client wants one more tiny change, because of course they do. In the next meeting in 60 seconds, there's no coffee left in the office, and I'm going across the street. What could possibly go wrong? Well, for number 1, 60 seconds is not enough time to get coffee. Okay, let's cross the street and get our coffee. What does that mean? Traffic revision request. I don't like how the cars look, and I'm not sure why there's not cars on the other side of the road. That's a little bit weird to me, but this guy must be really thirsty. 3 cups of coffee? These people are probably wondering why is he not using the crosswalk. I like to imagine there's probably a crosswalk somewhere over here. And I'm glad that level 2 introduced new cars. That's a little bit harder. That was something that I forgot to specify in the guardrails that I wanted the difficulty to increase with each level. So I'm kind of glad it knew to do that. I'm going to make a few changes to the prompt. For this challenge, I'm going to allow for 3 apiece and see which AI comes out on top. I don't really like the cars. They don't really look like cars to me. I don't like that it didn't follow the branding instructions. And I don't understand what I don't understand what traffic revision request means. That doesn't make any sense. If I'm failing the game, it needs to make it, like it needs to say something else. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So let's fix this stuff.
1 hour later.
We are back with ChatGPT version 2. As you can see, it fixed the branding, but it got a little bit carried away. The cars still look a little weird. I wonder if they look like that in the actual game. So let's get into it. This looks so busy, and they redesigned the player character. I don't understand why some of the cars say scope creep. Maybe the character's hallucinating. And there's gibberish on other cars. I do really like the nighttime vibes here. Like, this is pretty cool, but it's so much harder. Like, hold on. Let's see if I can, dang it. Let's see if I can get to the other side. I don't see how that's going to be possible. I did not tell it anything about the difficulty. That's pretty interesting to me, but we're going to make it to the other side because I'm very determined to get that coffee. Dang it. This is really hard. I didn't even run into anything. This is crazy. Ooh, yes, got one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, one more. Okay, that was ChatGPT's version of Frogger. Now let's plug the exact same prompt in the Claude and see what it comes up with.
A few moments later.
Here's the Claude version of the game, and it looks really clean. It got the branding right, so that's really exciting. Let's start the game. Another make the logo bigger request. Your 3rd this hour. Yeah, that sounds realistic. You need coffee desperately. Kern Bean is right across the street, but so is every vehicle in the city apparently. Dodge the traffic, grab the coffee, and repeat until sane. So let's get into it. So here we are. Let's get the coffee. Oh wow, the cars actually look like cars. They look pretty good, and there's a huge variety. That's pretty awesome. I kind of like that there's a median, like the AI put a median between the lanes. That's pretty cool. I definitely think I'm going to beat the level. I'm able to maneuver like a lot better than the ChatGPT. Whoa, that was pretty cool. Did y'all see that? He like got hit and fell and stars appeared over his head. That's a lot better than what the ChatGPT version was doing. Onward to level 2. It doesn't bother me, but I realized the roads kind of like move by themselves like a conveyor belt. It's pretty funny. The cars look so good. I mean, as good as like cars can look in a Claude game that was made in like just a few minutes. I definitely think I like this version quite a bit more than the ChatGPT version. Like it understood the prompt quite a bit more, but the only thing is like, gosh, this is hard. And there's so many ice cream trucks going by. Like who ordered that much ice cream? And yikes. This poor guy looks so disappointed. Like not only did he get ran over several times, like he's gonna have a massive concussion. He didn't get as much coffee as he wanted, so I kind of feel for him. You'll have to tell me in the comments which one you like better. And again, this was the same exact prompt, just two very different AIs. I personally like the Claude version better, but I did like the nighttime vibes of the second ChatGPT one. I do have a confession to make. I don't even like coffee. I don't really drink it. I wouldn't go across the street for it. I probably would go across the street for some ice cream though. If you enjoyed this video, you've got to check out the recent one I did on insane Claude workflows. There's so many incredible things you can do when you stop using it as a basic chatbot. My name is Zachary and I'll catch you in the next one.